Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Madison Carmouche. Kentucky State Police are investigating a shooting out of Rockcastle County after one person died. Troopers responded to a domestic situation in Mount Vernon where Joseph A. Dawson, 48 of Berea, and his wife Catherine Dawson were arguing with her family member Philip Fox. During the argument, Joseph retrieved a machete and Fox grabbed a firearm. Fox shot Joseph Dawson, fatally injuring him. He was pronounced dead on the scene by the Rockcastle coroner. One man is facing charges in connection with a missing woman in Breathitt County. WYMT's RJ Johnson joins us in studio for the latest.
Police are investigating a missing persons case out of Breathitt County. Breathitt County Sheriff John Holland says they detained Fairleigh Napier as a person of interest early Sunday morning. After a few hours of questioning, Kentucky State Police arrested him and took him to the Kentucky River Regional Jail. Human remains were found in a car in a remote area on Highway 1098. The identity of the remains are not known as they were taken to Frankfort for identification by the State Medical Examiner's Office. Sheriff Holland says it is not known if the two instances are connected. However, Kentucky State Police are continuing to investigate. In studio, RJ Johnson, back to you.
RJ, thank you. Police have not released the charges at this time, but we will continue to update you as more information becomes available. The Williamsburg Police Department and the Deputy U.S. Marshals arrested one man at his home on Main Street. Tristan J. Hall, 40, was arrested for multiple felony charges from Tennessee. The charges include aggravated stalking, extortion, and harassment, among other charges. He was taken to the Whitley County Detention Center as he awaits extradition to Tennessee. Another man was arrested by the Williamsburg Police Department following a theft investigation at a local business. Scott Judy reportedly stole more than $3,000 from a business in the area. He was taken to the Whitley County Detention Center on Friday evening. Judy was also served a warrant for failure to appear. In Wayne County, a man has been arrested on drug trafficking charges. The Sheriff's Department arrested Frankie Davidson after they got a tip about a drug deal at the Dollar General on West Highway 90. After a deputy spotted his vehicle at the store and searched his pockets, Davidson was found with 6 grams of meth and various drug paraphernalia with him. He is facing multiple drug charges and is booked in the Wayne County Detention Center. One man is behind bars following a traffic stop in London. Farron A. Miller, 52 of East Bernstad, was arrested for multiple charges, including driving under the influence. An officer was running Miller's vehicle's tags when he found that the registration was expired. The officer also found that Miller has an active parole violation warrant for his arrest. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office needs help identifying possible theft suspects. Take a look at your screen. All of the suspects can be seen wearing both a hoodie and face mask. If you have any information, please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600.
Well, it's a cold night across our area. Current temperatures right now are generally into the upper 20s to lower 30s. 31 in London, Manchester, Williamsburg, Middlesboro, 30 in Harlan, 31 in Hazard. We are 30 in Jackson, 32 in Prestonsburg right now, and also in Pikeville, 31 in Clintwood, and 29 degrees right now in Wise. As we really look at the rest of the night tonight, we'll continue to see a few snow showers out there, at least early for the overnight, as overnight lows will be down into the upper 20s. Temperatures just dropping a few more degrees for tonight. We take a look at the day tomorrow. We're going to be seeing highs right around 50 degrees with a light wind as we have our feeling temperatures in the morning generally into the low to mid 30s. It'll feel more like the mid to upper 40s by the afternoon. And we're going to be dry during the day at least, as we'll have partly cloudy skies. But we take a look at our weather timeline. We got a lot going on. A few snow showers early tonight, partly cloudy and pleasant for Monday. Rainy night for Monday night. Tuesday we'll have more rain across the area, and then we go into Tuesday night. We'll see it rain to snow showers as we work through the night. So a lot going on. Stay tuned for the full forecast coming up.
Officials say they tend to see more house fires in the winter. District Chief Justin D. with the Lexington Fire Department says he often sees fires that start because a space heater is too close to other items in a home. So he recommends keeping them at least 3 feet away from anything that is flammable. He also asked people to think about how fast extension cords can heat up and avoid using damaged equipment.
Anything that has cracked wiring, and definitely don't use any kind of extension cords with an electronic heating appliance.
Dee says prevention is the first step in fighting winter fires, but it is also important to have a plan in place in case of an emergency. He recommends talking to your family about how to get out of your home and call 911 safely. If you're trying to get in shape for the new year, doctors say a short, consistent exercise is a great way to get started. Katie Lawton is an exercise physiologist with Cleveland Clinic. She says an exercise snack is typically a high-intensity activity that lasts around 1 to 2 minutes. These can be anything from climbing stairs to jumping jacks and don't require a gym membership or other equipment.
It is really hard, I think, for some people just to stop what they're doing to, go do any form of exercise. So it should be kind of some part of your schedule or some part of your calendar throughout the day to making sure that you are stopping what you're doing or making the intention to go do some form of movement or exercise.
Lawton adds that it's important to warm up before any physical activity and encourages people to speak with their healthcare provider if they're unsure about workout plans. The new year is often a time for new habits, particularly spending habits, but jumping into a restrictive budget is not always the answer. Jessica Umbro talked with a financial expert about how to best tackle your spending goals in the new year.
Balancing it out, you've got to get through the year. And if you start off by just restricting yourself so much, just like anything else, like with a diet, you end up undoing it.
Like a restrictive diet, a restrictive budget can have the adverse effect when it comes to limiting spending in the new year.
I see it with clients and even among my own family members where they'll try really hard in the beginning of the year. By the time you get to like July or August, you're so burnt out.
If you do have to focus on getting finances straightened out, Tammy Trenta of Family Financial recommends tackling debts first and foremost.
Don't build up your emergency fund until you can get out of debt, because the rates on savings are much lower than the rate of the credit card.
She says it's important to work on a balance, saving and paying off debts, but also giving yourself the ability to live a little.
Pursuing your passions during your lifetime, as opposed to restricting yourself for years and then you're old and you're hurt or you can't do the things that you wanted to do.
Good habits this new year that Trenta says can help set up generations of healthy spending and saving behaviors.
It doesn't come easy. It does require hard work and it requires discipline and commitment. And I think for me, that's what I want to instill in my child. And we also have to think about the example that we set for our children.
Jessica Umbro, WKYT.
Coming up at 11, we will take a look at what Congress will be up to this week as they return from the winter recess.